Hi there, it's another Tarot Sesh for Gemini. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for mid-November to the end of November. We'll see. I might be able to get another reading out by the end of the month. So Gemini, it's been very interesting energy. This reading is being done. First off, welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. I don't know where my manners are. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell. That way you get notified of all of my upcoming content. Also, thank you everybody who's been sending in donations for my birthday, and my daughter's birthday is coming up, and just helping the channel grow. All of the donation links and whatnot are in the description below. And I also have personal readings open. You can now book with me, the Can Astrologer, at thecanabossbabes.com/thecanastrologer. All of that information is in the description below this video, so go check it out. Okay, so we're rolling off of the full moon in Taurus energy. It's the Beaver full moon, and this is a time for hunkering down. But also, if you check out my Can Astrologer IG, I always do like a little full moon meme. And it's about shifting timelines. We just got out of the 11/11 portal. Saturn just went direct. That's the planet of karma. And then Gemini. You guys need to know about this. We are already in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. It's the last one of the year. It officially starts on the 25th of November and runs through the 15th of December. But then there's a 2-week post-shadow. So it literally completely covers Thanksgiving and Christmas here in the States, and for anybody who recognizes those holidays. That said, we also just came off the elections here in the States as well, and so careful with your words around the dinner table. That's all I gotta say. Like, it's a time of very heated emotion, very passionate energy, especially being in Sagittarius season, fire sign energy. Like, just watch your tongue, and make sure to open your heart with love, because as we move in, so Pluto in Aquarius, that's the other thing, starts on the 19th, and we're going to be Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. The last time that we were in Pluto in Aquarius, there was 3 major world revolutionary wars. 3. So I don't feel, and many of the astrologers, there's still always going to be wars, unfortunately. World peace, that's what we're going for, right, as a collective. But I feel like this is actually going to be more of a collective spiritual revolutionary war, so to speak. This is the, Age of Aquarius is the time of awakening. And it's, really opening up people's eyes and bringing in the human element again. Especially as technology continues to advance, because that's what Aquarius is all about. So let's get into the reading for you guys. Everybody's like, stop talking. Just get to talking about the cards. Gemini, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called The Night We Met, and it's by Lord Huron. So go check out that song. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful song. But so one of the lyrics, I am not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. So this is somebody who's like, moving on. It could be moving on from relationships, moving on from a new job, moving on from a new place, community, state, something like that. But they're thinking back to what they had before and how beautiful that moment was. Take me back to that night we met. Like, somebody wanting that again. So you could be experiencing some nostalgia, and or wanting a second go at a relationship. And here's the thing, we're approaching Mercury retrograde, so everybody's feeling that way. Don't give in to that energy. I mean, if you really want to, you can. There are such things as second chances, but there's also many people with the belief that they don't look back, they keep going forward. However, my argument there is, every new beginning, it doesn't matter if it's a second, third, fourth time, it's still a new beginning, because you're giving it a go. Just as long as you do something differently, then it's new, it's different. Because what's that saying? The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It's true. So Somebody may be wanting a second chance. Mercury retrograde deals with communication, transportation, technology, and there can be issues with any of that, right? It's not a good time. I mean, it's a time where a lot of people from the past come back. And it's also a time, like, don't do drastic changes, things with, like, your hair, hairstyle, hair color, anything like that. Okay. Somebody could be having some involvement with the law. Not ready yet, spirits, but that's what just fell out. This could be you, could be another person. All right, let's get into it. What do we have for Gemini? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. Wow. Okay. So underneath the deck we have turkey. We're in harvest season, Thanksgiving, turkey. But it's also someone is behaving stupidly. This could be you or another person. Somebody is behaving stupidly. Not to call names. What else for Gemini, please? Ooh. Really? That's where we're going to leave? We don't want one more? I mean, I'm not going to force anything here. Apple, temptation will test you. Someone is behaving stupidly, temptation will test you. Are you going back to the night you met? Don't go back to something that's bad for you. Dang. And this is why. Wow. So this is the energy that I feel like you've been coming out of. It's like either already past or it's like what you're kind of like moving out of right now. It's the energy going into this reading. So it's not future. Unless, well, except for okay, let's just get into it. Gemini. The first card that we have is Dagger. Fear, worries, and tense situations. So you could have had fear, worries, tense situations in the past, recent past. With a fair man, dealings a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Now, it's weird. I'm feeling like this could be like a partner, like a business partner, or just somebody that you work closely with. But, you know, everybody's on different timelines, so this could be anybody. It can be any kind of fair man. This is somebody with blonde, gray, or white hair. It could be light skin, dark skin, doesn't matter, right? Fear, worries, tense situations. And it doesn't have to be so serious like with a dagger, but you could have felt like you were stabbed in your back, or somebody betrayed you. And then we have haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. I just said Saturn just went direct. That's the planet of karma, so that's what we're experiencing right now. So it's like a needle in a haystack. So I'm hearing the phrase needle in a haystack. Karma, you will reap what you've sown. Then we have finger. Warning you of a problem either now, so this could be happening now, or in the near future. And then it's pointing to the next card, which is fly, a period of ill health and depression. Okay, again, the reason that I'm warning you about Mercury retrograde is so you're aware of it, because that's what's coming up. This can be a period of depression. We're entering the holiday season, and people are being nostalgic and thinking back to the past and the night that they met with, you know, who was the love of their life, or somebody that, you know, they felt really good about. Okay, let's lighten this up, Spirit. I don't want this kind of message for my Geminis. Let's bring them hope. Hope, peace, power, protection, prosperity. Power. What do we have for Gemini? I'm trying to help you out, all. I'm trying to help you out. Okay, underneath the deck, we have Five of Cups. Clarification on the phone. Five of Cups, this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. Five of Cups is feeling, like, cups are feelings and emotions. So the Five of Cups talks about looking back at the things that you've lost, but not seeing the things that are still ahead of you. So it's like the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot shows like a person, they're crying over 3 cups that have been spilled, but they have their back turned to 2 cups that are still there. It's just they're not turning around and looking what's in front of them versus what they've already lost. And for some of you, it's because you compare. And you can't do that. You cannot compare what you had in the past to what you have in front of you. People are not the same. There's somebody, I feel like, that's like kind of waking up and realizing, like, oh shit, I never saw all of this about a person, right? And they're starting to turn around and wake up. So some of you could really be waking up. Yes, that's the energy of this reading. Let's see that happen, please, spirits. What's in front of our Geminis, please? What is in front of our Geminis, please? Mid-November 2024. Okay. So we start with the King of Wands. I feel like I'm talking to masculine energies, but it could be anybody. This could be you, or you could be dealing with a masculine King of Wands. This is somebody who's very passionate, very good looking, could have many suitors. Wow. So they could have many suitors. The King of Wands, if he's single, he can be a little bit of a, I don't want to say playboy, but he's all about himself. It's ego and what's good for him, and he's also very good at business. He likes to be, in the spotlight, get lots of attention, but he's very good at business and what he does. Now, if he's married, he's just a very passionate lover, still likes to be in the spotlight. Just saying, that's how they are. You could have Leo in your chart, actually, Gemini. Then, center card, we've got the Emperor. This is Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries. This could be you wanting it all. You wanting not just to be that single King of Wands, right, or that King of Wands energy. You want it all. You want balance. You want pentacles. You want, something emotional, and also something that, makes you, gives you a higher place of power with like swords energy too, right? And what this Emperor is looking at is the Wheel of Fortune. So I like this for you. I do like this turn of events. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. Cycles, endings and beginnings. And literally this 11/11 portal that we're coming out of with the Taurus full moon and Saturn going direct and now going Pluto into Aquarius. It's like it's the perfect time right now for ending old toxic cycles and getting rid of people and situations and old bad habits and ego and all of the stuff that you don't need anymore, and letting that go and opening it up, turning around and seeing what is actually in front of you, and embracing that. Wheel of Fortune, your fortune will be coming in. This actually looks very favorable underneath until I look underneath the deck. Are you kidding me? Just kidding. We have the Devil. Somebody's been really toxic. This is the underlying energy, like what you're coming out of. And also be careful that like you're not continuing this toxic energy with the Devil, but this is somebody who has just been toxic. Now, period of ill health, depression, that's karma. That's your karma coming back. If you've been toxic, right? You also could have Capricorn in your chart or be dealing with a Capricorn. But it's toxicity of any kind. The 15th, because this is card number 15, the 15th, which was the full moon in Taurus, is significant. There could have been something significant that happened on the 15th that really brought out toxicity. Other than the Tyson Logan Paul fight, that thing sucked. And you know what? I was looking at their charts on that reading or on that fight, and Tyson should have won. Tyson wasn't playing like he needed to. They also changed the weight of the gloves and also the timing of the rounds and the number of the rounds. It's not a real fight. But what's funny is that aside from the win, Logan's chart was pretty accurate because this was like the highlight of his career in his 10th house, professional career fame. And also it's in his 8th house, there was a major transit there where like it's all about manifestation. He's been manifesting. Like he was the one who put this together, I believe. Tyson, he was just in it for the payout, and that's what we saw. He, step back. At least that's what I believe after looking at their charts and seeing everything. But Dyson should have won. Underneath the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups. And this is somebody wanting to come in with an offer, with an apology, with, like a message of emotion. Could be asking somebody out on a date or for a cup of coffee or something like that, right? This is expressing your creativity with compassionate emotion. So this also talks about growth, groups, community. So you could be doing more things in groups and community. What's the King of Wands? Oh, King of Wands and Ten of Wands. So this is somebody wanting to put down their, King of Wands ways. They're tired of being alone. It's like, they want to lay down the burdens and move on to a new cycle. And that's what I was feeling, that emperor-like energy. There's always another way to do something. I was saying that earlier. Like, if you want a second go at something, you have to do it in a different kind of way, right? The right way. But it's just, trying again, just tweaking it differently every time. Otherwise, if you keep trying and it's the same thing every time, that's the definition of crazy. Nobody wants that. So this also can have to do with burden and responsibility, a little bit of stress, blockages, frustration, and excessive pressure. But it's like once you put down those walls, you move into this, you quite literally move into this Emperor energy. You could have been in this King of Wands energy, like working your ass off, because I see a lot of wands, right? Wands are about business, being passionate about what you're doing, passion projects, work, right? Now you're moving up into that Emperor energy. Good for you. Good for you, Gemini. You know what? I know a couple Geminis, and they are smashing it right now, actually. I know a couple Geminis that are, like, killing it. So then we have more wands. Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior energy, and I get it. You guys have been hurt. You've been burdened. You've been, feeling like you've been run through the gauntlet. The Nine of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. All I see is fire energy so far. You guys are very passionate, clearly. I know this about you. But the Nine of Wands is somebody who's ran the gauntlet, the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. They make a really good leader. They're very wise because of all of the lessons that they've learned. 111 on the clock. Go look up angel number 111. You are protected, Gemini. But this also is it's a card of, being ready to fight the good fight. Give it one more time. You're looking for that 10th wand so you can lay down the burdens. So it's looked like you've leveled up, but it's not over. You have to keep going in order to get this Wheel of Fortune, right? That's because literally the Emperor is sitting here looking at the Wheel of Fortune. Like just looking at a woman standing on top of it. So you could be looking at a woman who's just on top of her game, whether she is fortune or just is the key to fortune, or you're envisioning or seeing that you could build a fortune together. That's what this Emperor is looking at. And he's feeling wounded. He's a little anxious. It's like he's taking a step back. But this is all about believing in yourself and having the courage to continue. You got to keep on keeping on, right? But it is a card of courage. So what's the Wheel of Fortune for Gemini, please? What's the Wheel of Fortune for Gemini, please? Why are you going to... This is your energy. You guys need to get out of your head. I'm gonna say it right now. Get out of your head. This is your energy. It seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step forward. You're intimidated by someone. Eight of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini energy, straight up. It's all about rebirth, change, decisions, opportunity, and truth. So is there something that you weren't telling somebody, or something that you're scared to say or admit? It seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step forward. And the Eight of Swords is all about being in your head, but that's your fault. You can get yourself out of your head just as easily. You just have to do the right thing. Say the right thing, right? Somebody's having fears and doubts, uncontrolled thoughts. And it's overthinking. You're overthinking and you don't want to do that. And you know what is so freaking funny? I'm looking at the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, 10, 9, 8. You're going backwards as we approach Mercury retrograde. You guys, knock it off. I know it's easier said than done, believe me. But that's why you're watching this reading right now. Hit like for that, please. I appreciate you. Underneath the deck, we've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords clarifying the Devil. Who is spying on another person? Obsessively spying on another person. And this is now the song, Take Me Back to the Night We Met. Somebody is like sick, like lovesick. Could be lovesick, could be regret. This again, you know, if it's not a love situation, it could be, you know, finance, business, like somebody like in regret. If any of this resonates, drop a comment in the comments below, or just hit that like button. Let me know that this resonates. I love getting feedback. It helps me, helps the algorithm. Go out into nature. Get yourself grounded. I just heard go heal for some of you. And that is, you know, that someone behaving stupidly and temptation will test you. Don't give in to temptation. That's that toxic energy. I know it's hard around this time of year, but that's like, that's what it's about. Underneath the deck, we've got 43 Blue Moon, the unexpected. So something unexpected could have happened or could be happening. Somebody could be 43 years old. Could be dealing with somebody who's 43 years old. I'm 43. You're watching my reading right now, but it's probably not me. Something unexpected will happen. Could have happened. And then we've got number 20, Beauty. Somebody seeing the beauty in things, the beauty in all things, the beauty in people. Let's start with the unexpected. So no matter how well you plan, there's always room for the unexpected to occur. Oof, we're also talking Mercury retrograde here. So be ready for it. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you've not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. That Mercury retrograde. People come back out of the woodwork. Universe never ceases to surprise me. Like, thank you for clarification. Thank you. I just heard, you're welcome. Beauty. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. So mantra, I see beauty everywhere and it raises my vibration. So it's like being grateful for all the little things, including like looking in the mirror at yourself. You know, I don't care if you're male or female. It's like look at yourself and just know that you are beautiful. You are made that way for a reason. You know, that's what makes you unique. And uniqueness is sexy as hell. So I love that so much. And also it talks about nature. So like I was saying earlier, you know, to kind of ground yourself from this energy, go out into nature. Also be watching out for your health. Whether it's mental health or physical health. Make sure that you're, you know, stocking up, taking like vitamins. Wellness formula from the vitamin shop is one of my favorites. And then also Sambucol, you can get it like over the counter, Walgreens, CVS, things like that. I am not a, you know, medical practitioner. Consult your physician. You know, disclaimer, but it saves lives. I'm just saying. And I like it because they're natural supplements. Underneath the deck, we've got number 35, 11th house, friends. So this is a time of friends, community groups. That's what we were seeing earlier with forget what card that was. That was something underneath the deck. Oh, the Knight of Cups. So you could be, having offers extended to you to go out, hang out with friends, family, things like that. We are coming upon holiday season. This is a period of, togetherness, coming together. Or maybe you want to extend. Maybe you want to invite somebody out to like a holiday party, right? Or to have dinner with your friends and family, Friendsgiving, things like that. Then we've got number 26, second house, owning. Somebody could be leveling up, owning a house. This is all about money. Like, this is that Wheel of Fortune card, right? So somebody may want to own a house together, own a house with a person. We have number 26. The 26th of November could be significant. You could be getting good news about a house, or like maybe anything that you've been investing in, or you might be getting like a raise or some kind of payout or payment. Let's look at 35 underneath the deck. Okay, 11th house. I can't talk. 11th house, friends. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. Anonymous. So the 11th house is all about associations and how we connect to others. It's the house of group alliances, ideals, and our aspirations in a public or social arena. The 11th house is commonly referred to as the house of friends, but it is so much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups, people who identify and align with each other to make social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. So the 11th house has much to do with our destiny and what we decide to give before we leave this earth, our soul's purpose. It points out how we are distinct. So I was talking about, being unique, and that we are unique amongst groups and friends. So when this card comes up in a reading, the focus is on friends, what groups you belong to, and who you associate with. Sometimes this card indicates the sudden appearance or disappearance of an old friend, so we're seeing that. Expect somebody to come out of the woodwork, or somebody from the past, or something like that. It's also the house of stepchildren or children who belong to your lover. So it's like other children. Corresponding tarot card, the Three of Cups. And that's all about celebration, getting together. It can also be third parties, so, there could be that too. That could be a factor in part of this. Maybe there's somebody that likes to date around, that King of Wands energy, but in order to get that Wheel of Fortune and that person, whether it's male or female or whatever that you really want, maybe it's just like the King and Queen only, monogamous. And that's something that somebody needs to think about. So key ideas is sources of help, alliances, groups, friends, the black sheep of the family. I know a lot about that. Goals, hopes, wishes, and dreams. So there is some hope at the end of this, right? I like the way that it's ending. You have a lot of wonderful things lining up for you, Gemini. It's just you are looking at a period where it could be a little hard to balance your emotions and stuff, but I think that that's why you're listening to this reading right now. So if this has brought you clarity, insight, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate your time and energy. I always look forward to reading for you in the near future. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too. And if you're interested in booking any of my services, all of that information is in the description below. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.